All right, Double Take Sports Talk here. Darren Watts on the opposite side. Daryl.
That's right.
All
I'm here.
right. Check us out on our podcast starting every new week with the NFL on Thursday. We will have what to look for in the NFL. We will also have our predictions for each game. We will also wrap up the week on Tuesday with stats and final scores for each game. Catch an episode of Double Take Sports Talk. You may just find it useful or entertaining. Maybe both. Find us on these various social media websites.
Yeah, Double Take Sports Talk is, of course, on social media. We are on Twitter at DTST2414. We're on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at the Watch Brothers. And we're also on YouTube. Hit that like button. Tell them there.
Just hit it. Hit
Yeah,
that like button.
hit it.
Just
Hit it
hit it.
good, too. Just hit it.
You don't even have to listen to it. Just hit
That's right. That's right.
it.
Yeah, and we also got Blog Talk feature critical thinking and analysis. You can check that out at doubleTakeSportsTalk.blogspot.com.
There it is. Darren here. Left side of me, Daryl.
That's right.
Catch our episodes every Tuesday and Thursday with the NFL Double Take Sports Talk. Until then, ciao.
Ciao.
Coming up on Double Take Sports Talk, 5 Good Minutes with the Watch Brothers. A new week in the NFL. We will give you matchups of the week, predictions, and what you need to know for the week, followed by other announcements and news. That's all coming up next on DTST.
All right, this is it. Double Take Sports Talk 5 Good Minutes with the Watch Brothers. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daryl. Outside of me on the computer via Skype. Say hello to Daryl. Watch everybody.
Yep, I'm here to the show.
All right. Welcome. Okay. We got new week here. What we need to know and all that. You ready to rock this with there?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Let's roll.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what to look for Week 16. Exciting week. Drama's a lot coming in now. Playoffs is almost here. Got one more week before the actual playoffs starts. So it's going to be very interesting how this comes to an end. But before I begin all that, for Double Take Sports Talk, we wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I hope everybody enjoyed their holidays with the good schedule for the NFL games that's coming up this weekend, Christmas weekend. Okay. What to look for the Week 16. We're going to start this one off with the Dallas Cowboys. Rookie running back Ezekiel Elliott rushed for 159 yards and a touchdown in the Cowboys' 26-20 victory over Tampa Bay in Week 15. Tying Pro Football Hall of Famer Eric Dickerson back in 1983 and Mike Anderson back in 2000 for the most games with 5, with at least 130 rushing yards by a rookie in NFL history. Elliott leads the NFL with 1,551 rushing yards. With 49 rushing yards on Monday night against Detroit, he will become the 5th rookie in NFL history with 1,600 rushing yards in a season. Elliott needs 258 rushing yards over his final 2 contests to surpass Eric Dickerson, 1,808, as the NFL's all-time rookie rushing leader. And of course, the rookies with the most rushing yards in NFL history. Ezekiel Elliott right now with 1,551. That's set this year. Edgerrin James back in 1999 with Indianapolis Colts, 1,553. Otis Anderson back in 1979 with the St. Louis Cardinals with 1,605. Alfred Morris back in 2012 with the Washington Redskins with 1,613. George Rogers back in 1981 with the New Orleans Saints with 1,674. And then you have Eric Dickerson back in 83 with the Los Angeles Rams with 1,808. Elliott ranks second in the league with 1,902 yards from scrimmage, 1,551 rushing, 351 receiving. With 98 scrimmage yards against Detroit on Monday night, he would become the 3rd rookie in NFL history to reach 2,000 scrimmage yards, joining Dickerson with 2,212 in 83, and Edgerrin James 2,139 back in 99. And of course, the rookies with the most yards from scrimmage in NFL history. Of course, Ezekiel Elliott right now, 2016 this season, marvelous season, 1902. And then you got Otis Anderson back in 79 with the Cardinals, 1913. Billy Sims back in 1980 with the Detroit Lions with 1924. Doug Martin with 2012 back in Tampa Bay with 1926. Edgerrin James back in 99 with the Colts with 2139. And then Eric Dickerson back in 83 with the Los Angeles Rams with 2212. Next, the Atlanta Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan passed for 286 yards and 2 touchdowns for a 144.5 rating. And running back Devontae Freeman had 139 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns in the Falcons' 41-13 victory over San Francisco in Week 15. With at least 40 points at Carolina on Saturday, the Falcons, who have scored 40 points in the league-leading 5 games this season, will tie the NFL record for the most games in a single season with at least 40 points. The teams with the most 40-point games were plus-point games in a single season in NFL history. Of course, you got the Atlanta Falcons right now with 5 through this season. That's through 14 games. Then you have the Los Angeles Rams back in 1950 with 6. Houston Oilers, Rams. Well, the Houston Oilers back in 61. The Rams are back in 2000. St. Louis. And then the Saints back in 2011. Green Bay Packers in 2011. And Denver Broncos in 2013. All have 6. All right, moving on to Arizona Cardinals. Wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald, 98. And also to Pittsburgh wide receivers Antonio Brown with 96, ranked first and second respectively in the NFL in receptions this season. Fitzgerald and Brown can each record their 4th career season with at least 100 receptions, tying Pro Football Hall of Famers Marvin Harrison and Jerry Rice and Reggie Wayne for 4th most 100 catch seasons in NFL history. And the players, the most 100 catch seasons in NFL history, Larry Fitzgerald and Antonio Brown, of course, respectively with their teams with Arizona Cardinals and Pittsburgh Steelers with 3. Reggie Wayne of the Colts, Jerry Rice of the 49ers, and Marvin Harrison of the Colts each have 4. Wes Walker in New England and Andre Johnson with Houston each has 5. And Brandon Marshall with the teams of Denver, Chicago, and the New York Jets has 6. With 4 receptions on Sunday, Antonio Brown will record his 4th consecutive season with at least 100 receptions, tying Harrison from 1999 to 2002 for the most consecutive 100 catch seasons in NFL history. And the players with 100 catch seasons in NFL history, Jerry Rice with the Niners from 94 to 96, Herman Moore from 95 to 97 with Detroit, Wes Walker 2007 to 2009 with New England, Brandon Marshall 2007 to 2009 with Denver, and of course Antonio Brown 2013-2015 with the Pittsburgh Steelers all have 3, and Marvin Harrison from 99 to 2002 with the Colts has 4. Moving on, Arizona Cardinals running back David Johnson leads NFL with 1,938 scrimmage yards, 1,138 rushing, 800 receiving this season, and has recorded at least 100 yards from scrimmage in each of the Cardinals' first 14 games, becoming the first player in NFL history to begin a season with 14 consecutive games with at least 100 scrimmage yards. With 62 rushing yards on Saturday at Seattle, Johnson will become the 4th different player in NFL history with at least 1,200 rushing yards and 800 receiving yards in the same season. Pro Football Hall of Famer Marshall Faulk accomplished the feat in 3 consecutive seasons from 98 to 2000. The players with 1,200 plus rushing yards and 800 plus receiving yards in a single season. Of course, David Johnson is doing that right now this year with the Cardinals with 1,138. Marshall Faulk in 98 back with Indianapolis, 1,319. Also, Marshall Faulk in 99 with St. Louis Rams, 1,381. Marshall Faulk again in 2000 with the Rams, 1,359. Steven Jackson back in 2006 with the St. Louis Rams with 1,528. And Le'Veon Bell in 2014 with the Pittsburgh Steelers with 1,361. On to Indianapolis. Running back Frank Gore has 1,142 scrimmage yards, 891 rushing, 251 receiving this season, and has recorded at least 1,000 yards from scrimmage in 11 consecutive seasons beginning in 2006. With 58 scrimmage yards on Saturday at Oakland, Gore would become the first player in NFL history with at least 1,200 scrimmage yards in 11 consecutive seasons, surpassing Pro Football Hall of Famers Curtis Martin, 95 for 2004, Emmitt Smith, 91 to 2000, and Barry Sanders, 89 to 98, who each accomplished the feat in 10 consecutive seasons. In the most consecutive seasons with at least 1,200 scrimmage yards, Barry Sanders, of course, 89 to 98 with the Lions with 10. Emmitt Smith, 91 to 2000 with the Cowboys. Curtis Martin's 95 to 2004 with the Patriots and the Jets. And also, of course, Frank Gore right now, 2006 to 2015 with San Francisco and Indianapolis, 10. All has 10. All right. Lastly but not least, on to Carolina. Tight end Greg Olsen leads the NFL tight ends with 992 receiving yards and ranks first among tight ends with 4,763 yards receiving yards since 2012. With 8 receiving yards against Atlanta on Sunday, Olsen, who has 1,000 receiving yards in each of his past 2 seasons, will become the first tight end in NFL history to record 3 consecutive seasons with at least 1,000 receiving yards. In the most consecutive seasons with 1,000 receiving yards by a tight end in NFL history, Kellen Winslow Sr. with San Diego, 80 and 81. Ty Christensen with the Los Angeles Raiders, 83 to 84. Shannon Sharp with Denver, 96 and 97. Tony Gonzalez with the Kansas City Chiefs, 2007-2008. Jason Witten with the Dallas Cowboys, 2009-2010. Rob Gronkowski with the New England Patriots, 2014 and 15. And Greg Olsen with the Carolina Panthers, 2014 to 2015, all has 2. And Greg Olsen is on that active streak right now. Enjoy the game. This was also via NFL Communications.
Okay. Got what you need to know? Got all that good stuff. Now it's time to get our hands dirty. Nitty gritty stuff. It's time for our predictions. You ready to do it?
Let's do it.
All right, let's rock this one.
All right, let's get this one started. Okay, tonight's game, we have the 10-4 New York Giants against the 5-9 Philadelphia Eagles on NBC. You can also see it on Twitter and NFL Network, 8:25 Eastern Time. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
5 and 10. G-Man.
Agreed. Definitely agree. I got the New York Giants in this game. No arguments here. Okay, next game. Not also. These are now Saturday games. Saturday, December 21st. First game. The 21st. The 24th. First game, 1 o'clock on CBS. We have the 9-5 Miami Dolphins against the 7-7 Buffalo Bills. Daryl?
10 and 5.
The Miami Dolphins. All right. Yep, I agree. Miami Dolphins. You expect to see Rex Ryan be walked out the door if they lose this game?
Yeah, because this probably could go for a potential sweep. And I don't think they haven't swept them in a long time. I think they have split the season series for quite some time. And if this happened to go for a split, he might not like this. He might be out the door. We'll see, though.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, next game. Also, 1 o'clock CBS. We have the 4-10 New York Jets visiting the 12-2 New England Patriots. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
Patriots.
Check.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. New England Patriots in this game.
Mm-hmm.
No arguments. Next game, also 1 o'clock. These are all still Saturday games. 1 o'clock. 8-6 Tennessee Titans. 2-12 Jacksonville Jaguars. Daryl?
9-6 Tennessee Titans.
With it. Agreed. Supposed to be nice down there in Jacksonville. High 76 according to this.
Yeah.
Very well.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the very next game. Also, 1 o'clock on Fox, the 7-7 Minnesota Vikings against the
Negative
8-6.
80 degrees.
Yeah, no kidding. Against the 8-6 Green Bay Packers. 35 degrees is call time for that weather. Who you have in this game?
Aaron Rodgers,
Check. Mr. Rogers' neighborhood? Check. I got Green Bay in this game too.
Green Bay. Yeah, so do I.
I mean, I believe that Minnesota could bounce back, but after that embarrassing loss,
Mm,
next
mm, mm, mm.
next game. Also, 1 o'clock on CBS. We have the 5-9
I'm
San
still
Diego
hot at
Chart.
that game.
Say what?
Sorry. I'm still hot at that game. I'm still hot at that game.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
so
so
hot.
hot
Neither
at
one
that
of us
game.
did the final stats and scores for that game. It had to be typed up and silenced.
That's okay. I'm too ashamed to do anything.
No kidding. Next game we have also 1 o'clock on CBS. We have the 5-9 San Diego Chargers against the 0-14 Cleveland Browns. Daryl,
I got the Chargers.
they're gonna go winless this year.
It looks like it. I mean, I would be surprised if they happen to face a team in the last game of the week,
That has
last
a
game of the season,
that
that
has
doesn't, that really doesn't have
need
a
their
matter in it.
starters.
If rather they clinched a playoff spot or they didn't clinch a playoff spot, and Cleveland just actually ended up winning.
Now,
But
if it's actually somebody like Cincinnati, that's one thing. But if it's Pittsburgh or Baltimore, then that's a possibility they could win one game
yeah, possibility.
just for resting their starters to keep before the playoffs purposes.
Right.
And I also got San Diego in that game too. 1 o'clock on CBS. Next game, also at 1 o'clock on Fox, the 7-6-1 Washington Redskins against the 3-11 Chicago Bears. Daryl.
They got me Monday night, but I ain't giving up. I got the Redskins.
I ain't either, Daryl. I ain't giving up so far. I'm not giving up on that. I got them, and hopefully they will win. Next game, 1 o'clock on Fox. Still Saturday games. The 9-5 Atlanta Falcons against the 6-8 Carolina Panthers. Daryl.
And the Panthers won Monday night too,
Yes, they did.
but I'm still rejecting them. I got the Falcons.
You know, they didn't win October 2nd's game. Atlanta did. So I'm going for
Yes,
a
they
potential
did. So I'm
sweep
going.
of
Mhm.
Atlanta. I got them in this game. Here's a team that you're not very happy with. 4:05 game on CBS. We have the 7-7 Indianapolis Colts against the 11-3 Oakland Raiders. Daryl?
The Raiders better win this game.
Yeah.
I'm picking them to win this game.
Mhm.
And if the coach actually pull out this game, I'm going to be another mad hot dude.
I am not going to predict any more Indianapolis Colts games, if that is the case. And I also got Oakland in this game too.
Yep. The last week it just go right down the toilet, and they'll be playing Jacksonville too. And I don't care who wins that game.
No kidding. I'll just put that as a tie.
I'll call it as a loss. I'm calling it a tie.
I'll just call it a tie. Next game, 4:25 on Fox. We have the 8-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the 6-8 New Orleans Saints. Man, Tampa Bay just turned it around. Daryl?
Yeah, even though this could be a potential sweep for the Buccaneers, and even though the Buccaneers are looking so good and they almost blew that last game against the Saints, and I picked the Saints last time, I'm still going to stand my ground. I got the Saints in this game.
This is our very first disagreement of this segment. I actually picked Tampa Bay to go ahead and go with the sweep. They looking good. New Orleans, they just kind of, they kind of make you think of the Indianapolis coach. You don't know where they're going to be consistent at. You don't know at that point. So I just going to pick Tampa Bay and be done with it.
Fair enough for me.
Next
Saints.
game. Yeah, very good. Glad you picked the Saints. See who wins that game. Next game, 4:25 on Fox. The 5-8-1 Arizona Cardinals. Very disappointing season. Going up against the 9-4-1 Arizona Cardinals. Daryl?
Seahawks.
Check.
Check.
Agreed. I got Seattle in this game also. Next game, 425, also on Fox, still Saturday games. The 1-13 San Francisco 49ers against the 4-10 Los Angeles Rams. Daryl?
At this point, this is just another Chicago and San Francisco game for me.
Right.
This one I don't give a crap about, so I just picked a team, 49ers.
Oh, me and you are on the right page. I picked the 49ers in this game too. Picked the 49ers in this game too.
Remember, I just picked them. I didn't do anything. I just picked them.
I bet you did. Bet
I
you
did.
did.
I just picked them. I don't care. I just picked them.
Yeah. So it sounds about right. So yeah. It probably go end in a tie if you want my honest opinion.
Probably.
And
We'll see.
We'll see on that bad.
We'll see.
Next
We'll see.
game. It's a Saturday night football on NFL Network. We have the 5-8-1 Cincinnati Bengals against the 8-6 Houston Texans. You can see that game at 8:25 p.m. Eastern Time on NFL Network. Daryl?
As much as I want the Texans to win this game, and the way Tom Savage came in and took that game over, he's going to have to actually be a starter, probably like how he was. And he's actually going to have to bring this game to home momentum. But I don't know. I don't see the Texans winning this game. I got the Bengals.
Second disagreement of our game, of this whole prediction thing. I actually picked Houston to win this game. I don't want them to win this game, but I believe Tom Savage will have enough. I watched him last week. I watched him and how he performed. He looks good to me. I see him get past Cincinnati's defense. Cincinnati's defense is not that strong to me. I got them in this game.
It was Jacksonville's. Just saying.
Cincinnati's ain't no better, so that's why I picked Houston. He gonna throw all over their defense.
I doubt it.
Next game, Sunday game, Christmas, 4:30 on NFL Network. We have the 8-6 Baltimore Ravens against the 9-5 Pittsburgh Steelers. This was kind of tough for me. I had to kind of, do a juggle on this one. Daryl, any ideas?
I ain't giving up. I got the Steelers.
Me too. Steelers. Check. Next game, also Christmas game, Sunday Night Football, 8:30 Eastern Time on NBC. Part 2 of the AFC West battle. The 8-6 Denver Broncos against the 10-4 Kansas City Chiefs. Daryl, who do you have in this game?
Sweep.
Kansas City.
Check.
Yeah, I had to actually sit down and pay attention. I didn't do no coin toss. It's still going to be a close game, but I'm not doing no coin toss. I'm picking straight out Kansas City. Kansas City. That's all there is to it. And lastly but not least, Monday night game, day after Christmas, the 26th, on 8:30 on ESPN. We had the 9-5 Detroit Lions against the 12-2 Dallas Cowboys. This one was tough, but I picked my decision, and I have a pretty good, healthy result on that. Daryl?
First of all, don't rule out the Lions either, but I still got the Cowboys.
So do I, and I never rule out the Lions. That's why it took me a minute to figure this game out. As much as Detroit can come back, Dallas can run with it in the last few minutes of the game. So that's why.
And it happened. They proved that. They've been proving that the last few games where they had Pittsburgh.
One of the tougher defense. So I got Dallas in this game. I see them clinching home field now. I see them clinching home field.
See how this works out, man.
Yep. That's our Week 16 predictions.
All right. Check us out on the social media side. Get more involved in our podcast. We're on Twitter at DTST2414. Like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. We're on YouTube. Hit that like button. Hit it. I don't care what you do. You ain't got to listen to it. Just hit it. Also, we got the blog, Future Critical Thinking and Analysis. You can check that out at doubletakesportstalk.blogspot.com. All right, there. So, final thoughts. You got anything for us?
Not a thing. Except me just want to drink coffee. That's all I want to do.
Must be nice, huh?
Sort of.
Yeah. Huh? I don't have anything either.
I can tell.
So we can. I know. So I guess we can just wrap this baby up and get up on out of here.
Let's do that.
All right. Thank you for this is another edition of Double Take Sports Talk. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, if you like what you see, give the video a thumbs up. Any other comments, thoughts, concerns, whatever, you can comment below in the comment section as usual. We're here. So anything that you like to throw out there, share the video, do whatever you got to do. But in the meantime, I'm Daryl. On the opposite side of Skype is Darren. All right. All right. Catch up with us on another episode of Double Take Sports Talk. Find us the Watch Brothers. Until then, ciao.